Later in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of India's largest port project at Vadhvan in Palghar district in western India's Maharashtra. More in this report.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of India's largest port project at Vadhvan near Dahanu in Palghar district of Maharashtra. This port will boost economic activity and open new avenues for international trade. The project cost of Rs 76,220 crores includes development of major infrastructure, terminals and other commercial infrastructure. It will be developed in public-private partnership mode as an all-weather, greenfield, deep draft major port.
There are 2-3 aspects which are very unique to this project. The first and most important aspect is that there is a huge demand and supply gap will be in 2030 for the EXIM trade for the containers, and this gap will be fulfilled by this particular project.
The project has the potential to create around 12 lakh jobs. Local communities expect an uptick in employment and other opportunities for them once the work commences.
I feel this project is going to be a mega boost in the financial and infrastructure boost for the progress of the Palghar district, and it is going to be on the maps of major international front, and it is going to improve connectivity to the outside world.
Vadhvan port will be in proximity of hinterland clusters including the upcoming dedicated freight corridors and Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor. The port can serve as a gateway for the upcoming India-Middle East-Europe corridor and the international North-South transportation corridor.
This Vadhvan port is going to be a very game-changer project in recent times. Obviously, a lot of investments is involved in it, but at the same time, it's going to give job opportunity to millions and lakhs of people. Well, that's the reason this Vadhvan port is going to be one of the important destinations on the international map. Shishila for DD India, Vadhvan, Palghar.
All right, let's go across to Palghar now. DD India Shishir Shelar is joining us live from there. Shishir, good morning. PM Modi to inaugurate Vadhvan mega project. Tell us, major step in a bid to bolster India's maritime infrastructure.
Well, indeed, it's one of the biggest news for the Indian maritime industry because this particular port is once it's operational, it will be one of the biggest port in India, and probably we can say that it will also one among the top 10 ports in the world. You can imagine how big this port would be once it's fully functional. Well, the target the government have set, but the Indian government have set is almost 5 to 6 years down the line the project will be operational here, and that's the reason all the necessary permissions have been taken care of. Well, Prime Minister today will lay the foundation stone of this particular port here, and then the operation for the construction of this port will start in a full speed. But what exactly India going to get from this? That's the most important aspect. On two front, probably we can see that this port will benefit India. The first, if you look about the domestic economical boost that the port will give to India. Of course, the local people here is going to get benefit from it. Nearly 12 lakh employment, direct or indirect employment opportunities will be open up. And the second important aspect is, of course, the internal economy that we're talking about, the domestic economy they're talking about will get definitely a boost because it is connected to Delhi-Mumbai corridor also, and it also connected to other hinterland of the country. And that's the reason once the goods comes to this port probably later on, will be delivered to other part of the country through proper connecting channels here. So obviously domestically it is quite important. Now how big this particular port is, let me draw your attention to that. Currently in India, the biggest port that is operational, that is the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority, and of course the Mundra, which is a private port. And both of them have a handling capacity of around 7 TEU. But once this port is operational, it will have cargo handling capacity to almost 23 TEU. You can imagine it's a threefold, and that's the reason it's quite a humongous project in terms of cargo handling capacity is concerned. Well, in recent time, even though India has actually worked quite a lot as far as expansion of the port activities are concerned through the various projects like Gati Shakti project, Sagarmala project, and this port is also comes under the same initiative, and that's the reason government is working quite
hard on this project to get completed. As far as the international aspects are concerned, as I'm talking to you, it also have a very positive international impact on India's economy here, because currently India don't have such a kind of big port here. If we talk about the maritime industry, probably the big vessels never used to come to India directly. As a result, these vessels used to get transferred to Jebel Ali Airport at Saudi, or probably in Singapore, probably in Sri Lanka. So a big chunk of the business that India was missing earlier. But once it's operational, all the big ships, in technical word it's called the mothership, probably vessels, can enter into the Vadhvan port and you get directly shifted to other places also. So that is the one aspect that India will definitely get a benefit as far as the Indian international trades are concerned, especially the EXIM trade is concerned. The other important aspect from international perspective is that India is quite focused as far as expanding its business is concerned to the Middle East also, the Europe also, and of course the US also. And that's the reason we are also engaging in the India Middle East Europe corridor. We're also engaging in the India North-South transport corridor. Well, this particular project and this particular port will definitely play an important role to engage into these both corridors. As a result, we may see that the Vadhvan port will emerge as one of the important maritime hub in future time.
Important maritime hub, like you said, Shishir, but by when this port will be ready, and also the port will be developed under the landlord model. What does it mean?
Well, absolutely. What we got to know from the authorities that the target has been set is almost 2030. The port operational will start here. That's what the authority is saying, and that's the reason operation is already full swing. The construction is already going on here. Once the PM wants the laid foundation stone here. As far as the key important feature is concerned, this will be a land lock port here, and this is one of the major deep draft port India doesn't have so far, and this will be the first one and the biggest one, and that's the reason it's an all-weather deep draft port that India is going to get here, and that's the reason that the port is going to be made on a reclaimed land in the sea area. What we got to know from the authority have said that they have not acquired any particular land here, but they have actually reclaimed the sea land, and then the port is going to be constructed here. So that's the reason, as far as the ecological, the environmental sustainability is concerned, is absolutely taken care of. That's the reason when I spoke to the authority here, they have said that it is the biggest project, but at the same time, they have also seen that how environmentally sustainable this project could be. And accordingly, several measures have been taken in that area.
All right, Shishir, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for the time being, but we'll keep coming back to you.